Watching wildlife in their natural environment should be on everyone's bucket list. It's not just about watching animals, it's also about understanding their behavior and role in the environment. There's nothing like encountering a wild animal in its native environment. Wildlife holidays allow you to explore the natural world while observing animals roam around, play, and interact with their natural surroundings. It's an amazing event that can enhance your vacation experience, with the best animal sightings serving as a humbling reflection of our little place in the natural world. Everglades National Park, USA. The Everglades is not just one of North America's most distinctive ecosystems, but it is also one of the best places to see animals. The Everglades National Park, located in the southernmost region of the state of Florida, is home to a diverse assortment of rare and interesting creatures. In addition to the park's famous North American crocodiles and alligators, the forests around the wetlands are home to Florida panthers, American black bears, and lynx. Off the state's coast, the adorable manatees are another popular attraction for wildlife lovers. The Ngorongoro Crater, Tanzania. If you look at the rankings of the best safari destinations in Africa, the Ngorongoro Crater is unlikely to appear at the top of many of them. It is not true that the crater is not a popular wildlife site. Most people view it as just that. However, in my opinion, most lists prioritize the quantity of animals over the quality of the encounter. In my opinion, there is no better place in Africa to see the Big Five than the Ngorongoro Crater. The animals in the crater have no need to migrate because there is water accessible all year. They are present year-round. In fact, it is such a rich environment that some of Tanzania's largest bull elephants are frequently seen feeding within the crater. Kaziranga National Park, India. Although it is not as well known as some of the other parks in India, the Kaziranga National Park is my personal favorite. The park contains the highest concentration of remaining Indian rhinos, which is sufficient justification to love it. However, it also boasts a large population of Bengal tigers, Indian elephants, Asiatic black bears, Indian leopards, sloth bears, and a diverse range of other animals. If that isn't enough, if you are fortunate enough to venture out on the park's rivers, you may be able to spot a South Asian river dolphin, which continues to be a pleasure for visitors. Amazon Basin, Brazil. The Amazon rainforest, one of the remaining really wild regions on the Earth, has fascinated and amazed humans for ages. With such a diverse and abundant wildlife population, one could claim that it is the world's premier wildlife destination. The only reason it isn't higher on this list is that wildlife can be challenging to notice. The Amazon Basin in Brazil is the finest area for wildlife enthusiasts to enjoy this one-of-a-kind and spectacular environment. The Amazon rainforest is a wildlife enthusiast's dream, home to jaguars, South American tapirs, brown-throated sloths, green anacondas, black caiman, and a seemingly infinite number of other animal species. If you are planning a visit, I recommend doing some research on guides. In an area where wildlife is rich but difficult to identify, having a skilled guide might mean the distinction between having a memorable trip and feeling like you missed out. Volcanoes National Park, Rwanda. A journey to Rwanda's Volcanoes National Park is an absolute must for any wildlife enthusiast. Volcanoes National Park, one of Africa's last remaining mountain gorilla refuges, is a must-see for nature lovers. If you wish to visit this park, you should arrange your vacation well in advance. Only 64 tourists are allowed to trek to see the gorillas each day, so gaining a spot is quite tough. South Luangwa National Park, Zambia. South Luangwa National Park in Zambia is truly an amazing sightseeing destination, with some of the best guides in all of Africa, an amazing array of safari options, including some of the best night safaris in Africa, and an almost guaranteed opportunity to see many animals. South Luangwa has one of the most dense leopard populations in Africa, making it one of the finest spots to observe Africa's rarely seen Big Five. Yala National Park, Sri Lanka. Yala National Park ranks as one of the most amazing, yet one of the poorly known wildlife viewing destinations in the world. It includes an enormous area of forest, grassland, and crystal blue lagoons in southeast Sri Lanka, and is home to an immense variety of animals. This contains Sri Lankan leopards, elephants, sloth bears, and a wide range of other mammals, reptiles, and birds. The amazing thing about Yala National Park is that whether you are a returning tourist or arriving for the first time, you can nearly guarantee that you will have a wildlife encounter compared with any other. Serengeti National Park, Tanzania. The Serengeti National Park in Tanzania is one of the most well-known and recognized wildlife locations in Africa. The Serengeti National Park is home to part of the Great Wildebeest Migration, which is one of the world's largest animal migrations, and it provides visitors with an absolutely amazing wildlife viewing experience. Not surprisingly, the park is home to a number of Africa's largest grazing herds, which attract some of the most predators in sub-Saharan Africa. The Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. The Galapagos Islands, located off Ecuador's coast, are another well-known wildlife attraction. Since Charles Darwin's excursions to the islands in the early 1800s, the world has recognized the Galapagos Islands' biological value. The island's marine and land environments are home to some of the most extraordinary animals. In fact, the very rapid development of some of these species is what made Charles Darwin's research so significant to our knowledge of how plants and animals change. One of the best methods to discover the Galapagos Islands is to take a live-board trip around them and go snorkeling or scuba diving. You will have the opportunity to observe some of the wonderful marine wildlife that inhabits the Galapagos Islands. This contains the massive whale sharks, Galapagos sea lions, Galapagos sharks, scalloped hammerhead sharks, and the famous Galapagos penguin. Kruger National Park, South Africa. Kruger National Park, one of Africa's most well-known wildlife parks, deserves to be included on any list of the world's best wildlife locations. The park is both gorgeous and huge, and it is home to all 5 of Africa's Big 5 creatures, making it a popular destination for wildlife aficionados seeking to go on an African safari. Kruger National Park also has a wide range of lodging choices to suit all budgets, making safari a reasonably priced trip for every guest. The only disadvantages of this site are that it may get quite crowded during peak season, and the paved roads aren't exactly suited to a wild safari atmosphere. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. It's difficult to choose just one wildlife watching site in Australia, but the world's largest barrier reef is unquestionably a frontrunner. This UNESCO-listed natural feature is best explored by snorkeling or scuba diving, although helicopter flights may expose the full broadness of the reef system. Cairns is the major gateway to the reef and is close to other wildlife attractions such as the Daintree Rainforest, making it an ideal stop for multi-day tours. Forests of Atsinanana, Madagascar. The rainforests of Atsinanana are a World Heritage Site in eastern Madagascar, consisting of 13 distinct wildlife areas and 6 national parks. These rainforests are vital ecosystems for Madagascar's diverse and beautiful species, which have evolved in isolation over the last 60 million years. Visitors to the parks will be able to observe animals that are found nowhere else on the globe. This comprises numerous species of lemurs, fossa, chameleons, tenrecs, and brachysia, among others. Conclusion: incredible animal encounters are not only thrilling, they also provide chances for knowledge and inspiration. They urge us to appreciate the delicate equilibrium that allows life to exist on our planet and motivate us to take action to ensure its survival for future generations. So, what are your thoughts about today's video? Don't forget to leave them all in the comments section below.